In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 college basketball games happening on November 11th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Florida State versus Florida. The Gators come into this game with the obvious advantage: size, experience, and home court. Their big front line can dominate the glass, force physical play, and slow the pace. Meanwhile, the Seminoles thrive on chaos, pressure, full court runs, transition buckets. When you're the smaller, faster team, you always have a chance to flip the rhythm. Florida will try to impose its tempo, but Florida State has shown the ability to push games into their style. The bigger number favors the underdog because when the favorite wins, it often does so by less than expected in this kind of rivalry environment. The margin becomes suspect. Thus, the value lies with the Seminoles covering the spread. As our first pick for this matchup, the Florida State Seminoles to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The opening total is high, suggesting a shootout, but both teams show signs of working through early season glitches. Florida's bigs will chew clock with post touches and reset possessions. Florida State's pressure style induces turnovers, but turnovers don't always spark fast scoring. They can produce quick points, yes, but also errant shots and more setup time. And despite all the pace talk, spots in the schedule for both squads show slower finishes than you might expect. With a high total line comes more risk. It's likely that the game runs off the same floor but doesn't hit the projected ceiling. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dayton versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati looks ready. They opened the season with a dominant win over Western Carolina and followed that by holding Georgia State to 64 points. They score around 84 points a game and allow about 63.5 so far. The Bearcats have length, depth, and a mix of shooters and defenders who rotate well. Dayton, meanwhile, scraped by UMBC after allowing a high number of threes and turning the contest into a late fight. On the road, against a well-prepared home team with a strong crowd, Dayton may struggle to keep up. Also important, Cincinnati's main rotation players, such as Baba Miller, Kerr Kriisa, Mustafa Thiem, are available and healthy. Dayton is missing guard Jaron McKee for the season and hasn't shown the consistent edge needed here. All this suggests Cincinnati will manage the margin. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats to cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Dayton's offense produces free throws and shots, but has had shaky execution on threes and turnovers. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's defense has held opponents to 64 or so. Their home setting and rotation mean fewer easy baskets for the visitor. In their 2 wins, Cincinnati's games closed near 138 to 140, and Dayton's recent outing landed at 148 with extra pace. Here, I expect more control and fewer fast breaks, fewer high-tempo bursts. The result is that this game will likely sit under the total rather than run away. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Kentucky versus Louisville. The home court advantage for the Louisville Cardinals gives them a sharper edge than the market might be fully pricing. Louisville plays with pace, spreads the floor, and has a rhythm early in the season that's been smooth so far. On the flip side, the Kentucky Wildcats are still piecing together full health and rotation clarity. Notably, guard Jalen Lowe was recovering from a shoulder injury and is only now becoming available. Meanwhile, guard Trent Noah sustained an ankle issue and his status has been described as less than fully settled. When the home team controls tempo and has fewer internal question marks, you lean in. As our first pick for this matchup, the Louisville Cardinals to cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams are built for motion and offense, not slow grinded-out games. Louisville is attacking with high possession counts and three-point volume. Kentucky, under their new scheme, wants to push, shoot, and score. Add a rivalry setting, intensity rises, and you get more shot attempts, more free throws, more chaos. If each team sees something like 70-plus possessions and they each hit their stride on offense, you're looking at a number that creeps up fast. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Tech versus Illinois. The pace is set in Champaign tonight. Illinois Fighting Illini have ripped off two 110-plus point wins to open the season, draining threes at an eye-popping clip and showing no hesitation when they're ahead. Meanwhile, Texas Tech Red Raiders arrive on the road, 2-0, but with a few dents from the injury list and their first true test in hostile territory. Illinois' home floor, energized crowd, and rhythm offer a tangible edge. Tech is dangerous, yes, but the Illini know their house. They know the distance between boards and basket, and they've shown they can score in volume even with their center Tomislav Ivičić sidelined. So when the line opens tight, you lean into familiarity, confidence, and the one team that looks more comfortable operating at their tempo and setting it. As our first pick for this matchup, the Illinois to cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have shown they're willing to play fast, shoot from deep, and handle possessions in bunches. Illinois scored 113 in both games so far. Texas Tech has responded in kind, scoring 98 in each of their games. Combine that with a matchup where Illinois' rim protection is compromised and you get more space, more drives, more three-ball conversions, and more possessions. The narrative suggests this isn't going to be a slow, defensive grind. It's going to be a run-and-gun affair, and in that setting, the total skews upward. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Creighton versus Gonzaga. Gonzaga looks like a bully in a full-length mirror, huge on the glass and eager to pound the paint. Yet the number the books hung is still hefty. Yes, the Zags are plus 35 in average margin through 2 games and are mauling teams 51-33 on the boards, but they're hitting just 29.5% from 3 and doing most damage inside with Graham Ike and Braden Huff. Creighton's brand new guard room moved the ball beautifully in its opener and scored 92 despite an ice-cold 8 for 26 from deep, a profile that travels if the threes normalize even a tick. Owen Freeman debuted with 19 on 9 for 11. Nick Graves ran the show, and Josh Dix fit snugly in the flow. Add that Jason Gree was expected back in practice ahead of this trip, while Josh Townley Thomas is out 6 to 8 weeks. Both status points confirmed by team beat reports, and Creighton still brings enough length on the wing to pester Gonzaga's shaky early perimeter shooting. Markets list Gonzaga as a strong favorite, but with McDermott's half-court precision and a live transition threat. This sets up as a punch-for-punch game rather than a runaway. As our first pick for this matchup, the Creighton Blue Jays to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The total is sky high, and at first blush both brands scream track meet, but check the receipts. Gonzaga's first 2 finals landed 141 and 151, while holding opponents to 32.5% from the field and 19.1% from 3. The Zags themselves are only 29.5% from deep. Creighton just posted 92 with balanced scoring, but did it at 8 for 26 from 3 and now faces a front line that has vacuumed 102 rebounds in 2 games. Those second-chance sequences chew clock even as they add points. Also note, in Creighton's opener, they surrendered 21 offensive rebounds and 48 paint points. McDermott publicly hammered the physicality piece afterward, so expect deliberate attention to the glass rather than pedal-down pace. The path to cash most often looks like a heavy paint, whistle-spattered grinder that finishes below the fireworks number. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.